I hate to do this to you, but the fact is some things just have to be done, even when they're painful. In last week's video, we watched a bunch of videos that made me feel physically pain, and I wanted to share that with you guys. We stumbled upon one, though, that was particularly notable.
Ouchie!
I'm sorry, my daughter. There's no power in love.
It was from what looked like an Indian TikToker. I had never heard of her up until this point, but after seeing some of the comments, I decided to look into it. Turns out her name is Varley Singh, and she's a bit of an internet celebrity. So I did what any good pious boy would do, and I jumped down the Varley Singh rabbit hole, and I gotta be honest with you, I don't think I'm out of it yet. It hurts so bad. Hello? So our approach today is kind of twofold. We're going to start with her YouTube channel, which is very music heavy, high production value, kind of cringe, and then we're doing the TikTok thing from Varley, which seems to be her bread and butter. And the only way I can describe her TikTok is if you found an insane person and gave them a ton of LSD and told them to script as many TikToks as possible, that's pretty much the result, is what we're about to see here. Now, it's worth mentioning for those of you Gregs out there that watched Danny Gonzalez after I uploaded my video last week and fell down the Varley Singh rabbit hole. Sheer coincidence, I think a few days later, Danny uploaded an update video on Varley because he apparently dug into her over 2 years ago. So he was early to the game. I'm late catching up. I haven't watched his video, but I wanted to make this because I had already decided I was going to, and I haven't watched his video because I didn't want to be influenced by it. Let's get into it.
Shout out on my haters. I can smell you from here.
There are a lot of recipes to make viral rap bangers, but the one thing that's always remained consistent, if you start out with shout out to all my haters, you know what's gonna be a bop.
Why you always hit on me? Hit on me. You ain't holding shit back, so I made a diss track. Don't fear, yeah, it's Varley.
Looks like she knows her audience pretty well. I mean, tell you, the confidence she's got, you can't knock her for it. She's fucking on that grind, and there's nothing we can do about it.
I think all my haters wanna live my life, and they're in love with me. Whoa. Say you don't like me cause I'm 40. Think my place is in the kitchen. Let me roast you for a minute. Yeah, yeah.
Now, notably, Varley is, I believe, 43 years old, which skews a little bit older than typically people that make this kind of music. Gives me hope, quite frankly. I'm 36 recently, and I've made some cringy shit over the years, music-wise. But I've always tried to maintain a level of self-awareness, which I think Varley might lack, which we're going to get to in a minute when I read you an email I got from someone who shares a classroom with her daughter.
Hey, Dees. Mommy loves you.
Okay, Mommy.
Hey, Dees. Mommy loves you.
I love you too, Mommy!
Yeah, cringe, but can we talk about, and I don't want to speak out of place here, because I'm not very familiar with common Indian names, but her daughter's name is Deez.
Got it!
Spelled the way you think it is. D-E-E-Z. Deez. Hi, yes, I was wondering if Deez was available, please. I'm sorry, who are you looking for?
These nuts! These nuts?
Hi, my name's Leon Lush, I'm 36, and I still laugh at the D's nuts meme. So the music video production stepped way up here. Great colors. Beat kind of slaps, though.
Yeah. Whoa. I want you to be a hero. Hero. I want you to be. Hey, hey. I want you to be a hero. I want you to be a hero. Varley's here. I don't need no cape. It don't matter if you're short or tall, big or small. Yeah. You still look great.
Varley's here, and she don't need no cake. Already a lyrical fucking masterpiece. I want to let this run for another minute or two.
Put that cigarette down. Juuling is bad, yeah, throw it to the ground. I love all my fans, they are the best around.
I mean, I love it.
Stop the cap.
I can't lie to you. Like, she's banging these videos out. I mean, it's over the course of a year or two, but she's got a lot of bops in here, dude.
You can call me Cardi. Yeah, I'm stacking all of my bread. Cashing out all of my checks. Don't let this go to your head.
Now, this is the point where I would typically be like, it's kind of charming, right? She's a little bit older. She's doing her damn thing, though. She understands the game. She's playing it. She's got 1.5 million on TikTok. But you'd like there to be some sort of self-awareness, right? It's just kind of how ridiculous it is. And that makes it kind of feel a little bit better. But no, and here's the thing. I got an email. Kenny says, hey, Leon, I just saw your most recent video. Wanted to give my 2 cents on the TikTok psychopath Varley Singh. I'm in her daughter's film class, and all I can say is that all of Varley's videos are 100% unironic, and her daughter isn't being forced to do anything. She leaves school weeks at a time to film these skits and music videos. Her daughter also defends them with her life and takes any mild joke about it to the extreme. That's problematic. Varley also tries to draw as much attention to herself as humanly possible. Exhibit A, she always picks up her daughter from school on a moped in the middle of school traffic. Exhibit B, she occasionally goes to her school's field and does meet and greets as if she were actually famous. I'll end off with this. She is batshit insane in real life as she is online. Now, I have no way to prove that that's an authentic source. Someone just sent it to my email. But if you know anything about the state of modern day journalism, if you're like 50% sure that maybe it's kind of factual, fucking run with it, baby. And listen, if you take your music very seriously, even if it's kind of top tier cringe, I get it. There's a lot of people in the world that take their music very seriously, even though everyone's on the sidelines kind of like, yikes. Oh. But the TikToks? Mind-numbing. POV, your evil stepmother kidnapped you to protect you.
Your mommy doesn't love you. That's why I hid you in this house.
You get mad.
I'll take good care of you. Trust me.
I guess I'm pretty glad that you're alone.
Don't talk.
You said she's scared.
You're not safe outside.
I mean,
I protect you.
Bad ass, dude. That was sick. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but the end song there kind of heightened the emotion for me, at least. Let's keep rolling.
Viviana, run! They're gonna come and get us! No! Viviana, you have to go and save your life! Viviana, I have to take one for the team! Are you sure? Oh, Viviana, then go! Viviana, you have to go! Go! They're coming! They're coming! Get us! Run, Viviana, run! Oh! Oh, they're coming! Run, Viviana, run! Oh! Legends say she's
What?
still trapped.
With the wink at the end? Oh my God, listen. She doesn't call herself a musician, actor, and comedian, writer, director, all for nothing. She puts her fucking mouth where the pudding is. She puts her pudding where the proof is. Fuck. You understand what I mean. But that girl there was her other daughter that you haven't seen yet. The daughter it's not Dee's. Is what I'm getting at. That's not Dee's. Dee's, no! This is her most recent TikTok. Fitness is my escape. What is yours?
These nuts.
La 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 la. What happened, Mugambo? What happened?
Mugambo, you can't talk, Mugambo. Come, let me help you. Come. Mugambo, you're hungry? Popcorn, Mugambo. Chocolate, Mugambo. Mugambo must be dehydrated. Here you go, oh, Mugambo. What do you want, my Mugambo? I gave you popcorn, chocolate, water. What do you want? Why don't I understand you? What do you want? Ah! You want to meet your mama, Burley? Ah! And they both lived happily ever after. The end.
And scene. I think that was the one, guys. Wow. Really nailed the performance. The script was on point. Great job, Varley. Great job, not Dee's. POV, she believes the only way to reform people is to kill them. That's a pretty solid motto. I mean, I've always said, just do away with the criminal justice system. If someone breaks the law, hang him in the town square. Put him in the chair. Just get rid of him. Yeah, it's way simpler. Less taxpayer money. I mean, glad she's making skits about such a noble cause. Like, what was the purpose of that? That TikTok makes me feel like she is just incredibly obsessed with herself. Yeah, you know what? I had a great idea. Let's just fucking dress up in a summer outfit and go sit in the snow and drink coffee to music.
Got it!
Another hater burn, so it looks like she turns the comments off maybe in some of her content. This one's just her that says haters are clowns. Ouchie, the bullies drop something. For the record, what you're seeing here is not hate, it's adoration. I don't know how anyone could get 1.5 million followers. I mean, it's TikTok after all. From whatever the fuck you call this type of content, but I think maybe some people just see like nice lights and a good camera quality and they're like, yep, follow that shit, hell yeah. But as the saying goes, don't hate the player, hate the game. Varley's playing the game, baby. She's probably making a decent living doing all this shit. So what would you rather do? Make nonsense TikToks or work in a cubicle crunching numbers for some soulless corporation for your entire life before you die? You could get a real job, as the haters like to call it, where you just watch the clock all day praying to God you get out of there so you can go home and watch your favorite Netflix special and eat a bunch of snacks just to go to sleep and repeat the process all over again. Or...
Roger that. Yes, at the location.
Or whatever that is. Real job, other thing. In fact, I think it was a promo for a short film. Let's go back to YouTube briefly to see if we can find some short film action on here. The versatility is the thing I'm most impressed by. I mean, she is all over the fucking place. Oh, no, you didn't. Don't let Varley know. Holy shit, yes! Varley! These dudes are so fucked. All the content she makes, you get an idea of like how she thinks about herself, I think, which is okay. It's okay to hold yourself in high esteem, high regard, I guess, but she does take a little over the top.
Didn't I say you weren't getting away with this?
You know, she's kind of like the Indian Matt Hassanzada. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? You remember Matt Haas from the old H3 lawsuit? Like, makes high enough effort content, entertaining in its own right, but just criminally unself-aware.
You were amazing. Who are you?
Varley.
The savior.
She plays herself too. That's the best part. It's not even a character, it's just her real name. You're waiting for this big climax and she's like, "You're amazing, who are you?" She's just like, Varley.
Hurry! Yeah! DDT! Hut! Skya! Kioi! Kioi! Kioi!
Wow, mister, you saved everybody. You're amazing. You're a hero. Who are you? Leon Lush. Please subscribe on YouTube.
I finally got to buy my Yummalicious boba.
Yummalicious Bobo, give this Bobo to me.
But it's mine.
This Bobo belongs to me. Give this Bobo to me.
But I was so excited to drink it.
During this pandemic, where I have lost my job and the government refused to pay my stimulus check, and I can afford only one Bobo.
I'm going to pause there for a second. Clearly this is what I'm curious about. She's memeing now because she can clearly afford more than one booba. She seems like the type of person that maybe came from money or had a lot of money, but is kind of insecure in a sense and wants the attention of like internet fame or whatever. Some people like make YouTube videos because they're in it for the money, whatever. Some people just really like the validation from strangers. She seems like that type who has the money for high production stuff, and so she makes high production stuff because she's desperately seeking that validation from strangers. I just don't see a scenario where she was poor and bootstrapping for money and grew a fan base from this type of content. I could be wrong, but it just feels like the type that had the money and is now spending all of her money that she previously had to make high effort content, which is now working out.
I said give this Bobo to me. Yummalicious!
No.
Give me your hand. I want to kiss it.
Oh.
That's one of those things that just felt like it went on way, way too long. And it seems her comments being turned off is pretty ubiquitous. I haven't been on a TikTok yet with comments from strangers, which is another glaring red flag that she is obsessed with herself and just does not handle the criticism. Like, she's dead ass serious about these TikToks, thinks she's the shit. And when people tell her it's kind of cringe, doesn't handle it well. Now, on the flip side of that, the internet can be a cruel and nasty place. I get it, but turning comments off is always it's a strange place to be. But that right there is without a doubt the limit for how much Varley Singh content I can consume in one sitting. And if you're struggling today with fear and doubt and uncertainty about where your life is headed, just listen to Varley.
I want you to save the world one day, make it all okay, and let nobody get in your way. I want you to be a hero, hero.
Did she forget to include inspirational on her resume? I sure hope not. I do appreciate you heroes for being here with me today for just a few short minutes. Your time I do not take lightly. If you haven't subscribed yet, I implore you to do so. The statistical validation means the world to me, quite frankly. And if you could do me one last favor before you go, take a pair of jumper cables, hook them up to a car battery, hold it under your arm and hook the other end up to your tits and jump into your neighbor's swimming pool and then hip thrust that motherfucking like button for me while you're underwater. Cook and do it crisp. I appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.